welcome to Just Us Thinking. I'm your host, Michael.
And I'm your co-host, Rebecca.
And I'm your AV guy, Mikey.
And we have a, what are we calling these things?
This is Pranking 101.
No, what are we calling these series?
Oh, we're calling them Mini-Sodes.
Mini-Sodes, that's right.
So this is our Pranking 101 Mini-Sode.
Okay. Well, where are we going with this Pranking 101? You have no clue.
Know. Yeah.
No. This episode is brought to you by margaritas because we're drinking. And yeah. So this will be fun. No, Pranking 101. Okay. Mikey, you're going to run this show.
Okay. I will be running this show, apparently.
Who to prank? That's the first topic.
Yes.
Take it away.
You know,
We're drinking. You talk.
I feel like if you want to prank somebody, don't do it to a random person. Because you don't know how they will take the prank. And you also don't know like what they'll do and how they will react.
So 101, don't prank who you don't know because you'll probably get shot.
Yeah. Or stabbed or
Yeah.
or your ass kicked or any of those.
Yeah.
If you wanna
And
take it that far, yeah.
So
Yeah. It's happened. It's happened. So
yeah.
know who you can prank and who you can't prank.
I remember you trying to prank me one year.
I
On
did.
April
What do you mean?
Fools.
I did prank you one
No,
year.
What do
you
you mean?
didn't.
He's pranked us almost every year, I want to say.
This is the first year I haven't pranked you guys.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think
Wow.
it is.
This is the first year I haven't pranked you guys.
Which is
no.
shocking.
Yeah.
You tried. I thought you did.
This year?
Yeah.
No. This prank this year was brought to you by Chad
Okay.
because he pranked the girls.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was a prank?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, you weren't here for that, were you?
So April Fools. April Fools. Yeah, that's kind of a prank day.
Yeah.
It's where everything everything on the internet is not true.
Yeah.
And then April 2nd, everything becomes true on the internet again.
Okay.
So it's perfectly fine.
All right.
No, I guess you got to know who you can prank and who you don't prank.
Yeah.
You don't prank that old guy from that went to war and has that weird tick that he has when he walks around. Don't prank him.
Not a good idea.
No, not a good idea.
Nope.
Would recommend not that.
Yeah. We watched one video where were they in Compton?
Oh yeah, we're gonna get to the bad ones here in a minute, but yeah, you
Yep.
don't prank people in Compton. I tell you that right now.
I know.
Let me go into a gang area and prank people. That's stupid. Don't do it.
101 ways to die there.
Yeah, no shit. And those 101 is different ways with a knife.
Yeah.
We're not going to talk about any other weapons. I don't know. Just knowing who your prank is intended for and what you can do. What was it? Didn't Ashton Kutcher have that prank show?
Oh, he did, didn't he?
Yeah,
Or no.
Punked.
Yeah, punked. Okay. Yeah.
Now, that's the difference. Is that here's the thing with pranking people, even knowing people and stuff like that. If it's a production like what was it? Scare Tactics.
Oh, yeah.
That was a prank one too.
Okay.
When it's that elaborate and you're having that much, you have a lot of control into the environment.
Yeah.
Those are different. Those are professional people with a camera crew, resources, probably people on standby, and practical jokers.
Yeah.
They get permission to do that. That's a different level of pranking, and these people are trying to copy that without the resources. That's the problem.
Yeah,
But-
they're trying to make a name for themselves.
So a good prank, and I think one year I did it. I put where you had to hold the water bottles. You put the paper plate on there, and I put whipped cream on there, and you cut the rope, and the paper plate flies in your face. I will say, water guns are fun to prank.
Yeah.
The little flower that squirts you.
Or the little buzzer thing in your hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was actually somebody. So you know how like the grocery stores, like the freezers and stuff, like in the back you can see in there?
Yeah.
There was somebody who had a water gun and they would wait for people to open the door, and they would shoot them in the face with a water gun. It was hilarious.
No, that's a bad idea. That falls under knowing who you can prank.
Okay, to me, I thought it was funny, but I understand.
Well, yeah, it's funny, but you still
don't get me wrong. I've laughed at a lot of these videos, but part of the reason I laugh is I'm surprised you haven't gotten your ass whooped.
Yeah.
Because if I go in and I'm grabbing a Coke and someone squirts me with a water gun, I'm going back there to whoop his ass.
Yeah.
Okay,
and the body will keep cold.
There you go.
You just here's the thing. You don't know what people's moods are either.
Exactly. Yeah.
You catch me in a bad mood when I'm there, I'm going to I might do some damage.
Yeah.
So now good pranks is, you remember the water above the door and they open the door and the bucket falls. Yeah. Water balloons. There's a lot of good pranks that you can do that are a good prank to me is something that doesn't cause damage.
Okay. Doesn't
cause any physical harm and is done to someone that can take a joke.
Okay.
Now that also goes to my other thing here that I can't stand. You got all these people out there pranking people, right?
Right.
But when the tables are turned,
yeah,
they're like, "Oh," and they cry,
baby. Yeah.
You know what? If you can't deal with it yourself, don't dish it out.
Exactly.
Give up. Don't do it. So.
So now you bring up the impractical jokers.
One more.
Yeah. They need to do a show on like the after show, like about how the people react to the pranks.
I agree. I really want to see that.
I've always wanted to see what people say afterwards. Like after they figure out who it was and what they were doing. Like the one where they did the paintings.
They did the after show for that. And they showed. Now, sometimes they've done it. Sometimes they didn't.
Yeah, but I want to see more of it. I want to see more of the people's reactions.
I agree. I want to see more.
Because those would be so good too.
Yeah, I agree. Now, I don't think anything that they do is harmful at all. They get permission. They don't, like the one guy, like the one where the kid was running up on set and they're supposed to squirt him with water and then he has to come up with some excuse. They don't. They squirt themselves. They,
right.
This display, someone could get hurt, and then they crash into it.
Yeah.
I like taking something out of a car, their grocery cart, and throwing it in, or even damaging it. They have permission from the store.
Right.
They're going to replace that. And a lot of times they've paid for the person's stuff. That's a different story. And if they haven't paid for it, haha, it's funny, here's this. That's different to me.
Yeah.
I guess that's just different.
Yeah. I always like the ones where they, pin the stuff on the people and they're they have to try to get away with it.
Right. It's the balloons and the sticky pads.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have to put pencils in there.
Like clothespins or something.
Clothespins, pencils, something like that. That doesn't cause any harm.
Yeah.
That doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
No. And then generally it's as soon as they're busted, they're like, "Oh, you caught me."
Yeah.
And here's the thing. They come off different. So when you see them, you're like, and they're smiling and I don't know, their attitude there is different, isn't it?
I like the punishments too that they do.
I do too, but I think their punishments go too far.
Some of them can, yeah.
I disagree with any punishment that would cause permanent anything.
Okay.
Shaving a head, no big deal.
Yeah.
Permanent tattoo, that's a little bit different.
That's a little bit different.
I don't know. It's just, it's kind of weird there.
Yeah. I remember one where they made Murr get up and talk on some city council meeting or something.
Oh, yeah.
Poor guy.
There's there's been a wedding toast. There's all kinds of, and Ashton Kutcher pranked a bunch of celebrities.
Okay.
That's what his thing was.
That's right, yeah.
They'd pull people over and they didn't do like any physical harm. Now, scare tactics, I think they pushed the limit just a little bit.
Yeah.
But they had people on standby, and that was a big production. Again, those are different than a lot of these YouTube pranksters that you have. I'm sorry, YouTube pranksters, I'm not a fan.
You're amateurs. Just stop.
Yeah. Now, let's go into jump scares.
Okay. Those are funny though.
I'm torn on these. I really am torn on the jump scares.
Yeah.
I like the guy in the ghillie suit.
Okay.
And I like the snowman.
Yeah.
Those are my two favorites. Mike, you said there's another one, right?
Yes, there is another one that I've seen where these guys go into stores and they have a full like white suit on.
Yeah.
And they act like they are a mannequin.
Oh.
Right.
And then they will pop out and scare people.
Okay.
No.
And then they do it enough times to where they do eventually get kicked out because, well, they didn't get permission.
See, that's where I have the problem with the jump scares. If they're out in public and they're doing it and they jump scare, now here's the problem that I run into. If I walk around the corner, we talked about this, and we're talking about this in some current shows that we're doing. You have the flight and fight.
Yeah.
If a plant jumps out at me, I'm thinking,
okay, if a plant jumps at you, are you really going to fight it?
I'm going to kick that plant's ass.
Okay, but you know it's an inanimate object.
That inanimate object's going to get his ass whooped.
Okay, but like, if you know it's an inanimate object, how do you know like the wind or something just didn't knock it over?
Then I'm kicking that inanimate object. I mean, I don't know how many times I got to tell you that. Okay. I've beat the shit out of something because it jumped out at me. I don't care.
I mean, you did scare me with the clown mask, and I did.
And you punched me.
And I punched you, yeah.
That was pretty good.
I put on a clown mask. I scared you, and you didn't run. You punched me. You hit me.
No, I hit you, and then I ran. I hit you, and then I ran behind Rebecca.
That's true. That was. Now, here's the thing. I deserved I didn't get mad at you after that, did I?
No, you didn't.
No.
We all had a good laugh about it.
Yeah.
We did, because I know that was a possibility. So if I'm dressed up as a plant and I jump out at someone, there's a possibility someone's going to whoop my ass.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
No, there was this, it was in a, I think a baseball, or it was a sports arena.
Okay.
And the guy was dressed up in one of those big blow up bears.
Oh yeah.
And like as the players would walk by, he'd jump at them, and then they ha ha ha, and then they point to the camera and that kind of stuff. And like it ended with the one guy walking by, and he jumped at him, and he took a swing like there was no tomorrow. You see that bear just kind of wobble and then crash.
Poor bear.
No, not poor bear.
Poor bear.
That's what the guy gets. I hate to say it, but that's a possibility. Yeah. The jump scares, if you're going to do that, you have to be prepared that someone's going to take a swing at you.
Yeah.
Because you're triggering a fight or flight mechanism in a person. They're not trying to hurt you. They're not. But when you jump at someone like that, you jump at me like that, I'm telling you right now, I'm going to probably swing. I don't. Okay. When have you seen me jump and run? Never.
I don't think it.
Yeah, it doesn't happen. When someone jumps out, I'll whoop their ass, and I don't care. I mean, it could have been, oh yeah, that vase broke or fell. I'm like, yeah, that vase got his ass whooped from it too. I don't care. I don't know. Yeah. Now, bad pranks.
Bad pranks.
Let's go into bad pranks. One of the ones I hate the most. I can't stand it. It's those people that go in a grocery store and put something on someone's head or throw something at them and like pretend like they didn't do it. Have you seen those?
I've seen those.
No,
and
I haven't.
They were just like, so what the person does is they put a bucket on somebody's head.
And sometimes they'll put it on their own head too.
And they'll put it on their own head too. Yes.
What?
Or they'll put it on the guy's head, run into a different aisle, throw off their like jacket or something,
and
walk out and be like, what happened?
Yeah.
And it's like,
Really?
Yeah, yeah. And there's also they'll run by, they'll like steal the guy's hat or something and like run down the aisle and change their jacket real quick and act like they didn't do anything.
And then they'll try and do it again.
Yeah.
And that's when they get caught.
Yeah. That's not a good idea. That's not a prank. That's
Right. I mean, they don't know if someone's carrying,
right.
you know?
Yeah.
And if you steal somebody's hat, they are obviously going to chase after you because that's their property and they're going to want it back.
Yeah.
Right. So bad pranks, there's tons of examples. There's been actually someone they were trying to do a prank pretending that they were going to rob some people.
Oh yeah.
And the guy got shot and killed. The other guy that was in a mall, no permission.
Yeah.
They started harassing I don't know. He was a delivery driver. I don't know. I'm not going to say what company he worked for. I don't remember which one it was, but I'm not even going to mention it.
Okay.
But he was just trying to get food, and then they were trying to mad dog him. They were trying to say, "You want to fight? You want to fight?" He thought that they were going to rob him, so he pulled out a gun and shot him.
Wow.
The kid lived, and then the kid goes, "Yeah, I'm gonna keep doing this."
Yeah,
you didn't learn.
And his mother's like, "He's such a good kid."
No, he's not a good kid if he's doing that shit.
Right.
Sorry, you're not a good kid.
Yeah.
You're a dumbass.
And there was this other one too that we were watching. Didn't they like try to rob a couple people?
That's what I said. That guy got
No,
killed.
a different one.
Oh.
And the guy the prankster, he actually got killed.
That's what I said.
No, the first one you said was he almost died. He didn't die.
No, the one I just said didn't die. The one right before that, I said he tried to prank Rob and got killed.
Oh, okay.
How much have you had to drink?
I don't know.
Did I miss something here?
I mean, I don't think we did. I mean, she's been down here with us this entire time, so
Okay. All right, never mind.
Okay.
My bad.
Rebecca's had a little too much of the margarita sauce.
I think so.
Yeah,
Okay.
the story right. What?
No, you just said the one about the mall guy.
Mikey.
Okay, listen. He did the one about the mall guy, which he just did, where
Right.
he said he almost got killed.
Yeah.
He got shot and almost got killed and said, "Hey, I'm going to continue this."
Yeah.
Then, before that, he said there was a guy who was trying to be robbed in a parking lot,
And that guy actually died.
and that
Oh,
guy actually
okay.
got shot and died.
And then you brought up the same story
Oh,
again.
Okay.
I'm confused.
Sorry.
Again, someone's had a few too many.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, people have died. People have almost
Yeah.
died. You were talking about the one that he was walking around clipping, like people were listening to headphones.
Yeah.
He'd walk by and clip their headphones. Guy pulled a knife on him.
Yeah. Oh my God.
You don't do that.
In Compton, California. Come on now. Like, really? Like,
I'm in Omaha, Nebraska. If you do that to me, I'm liable to whoop your ass
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. I just don't understand.
They mad dog people. They like walk up and like, hey, and act tough and like, you want to fight? And they're like, oh, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. And the guy's like, I'm not. I'm going to whoop your ass.
Right.
I'm sorry.
This is totally wrong, but I love the fake meth lab one. That was just wrong. But like, they got delivery drivers to bring, food in and it looked like a meth lab, and yeah.
What happened if that delivery driver was carrying and he thought that he thought his life was in danger and he killed people?
Well, yeah, that would have been bad.
I hate to say it, but when you do these pranks, you're not thinking of the whole situation. You're like, not only can you get killed, but if it turns out to be a prank and this guy ends up, you're in a mall, you're pranking like you're going to rob this guy. He pulls out a gun to defend himself. And then not only does he shoot you, but he fires off one that, misses and it hits a kid down the edge. It shoots into Build-A-Bear and it kills some baby.
Yeah.
What did you do? You're a dumbass.
Yep.
Sorry.
And you almost deserve to get shot. Sorry, I hate to say it, but if you're going to do something stupid like that.
Yeah. Don't do something stupid. So
exactly.
Good pranks, I'm okay with. if it's a professional setting, that's great. But all these people that are all these viral trends of pranking,
Yeah.
you guys need to stop because you guys are going to get hurt.
Yeah,
You guys are already getting hurt.
And come up with something good at least.
Yeah, I mean,
not even good anymore.
it really isn't. It's like the same bullshit over and over again.
It's stupid stuff.
Yeah.
Like really, like.
Yeah, I get it. So
okay,
I don't know. That's a pretty good prank story.
It is
Prank story here.
prank story. Pranking
right.
101.
Pranking 101. All right. Now we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, and we're also on X, right?
Yep. And then you can listen to us on any of your podcast players like iHeart, Spotify, Apple, or Samsung.
And then YouTube. So this will be on YouTube. This
It
will also
will.
be on Rumble. And you can see our shorts on TikTok.
Yes, you can.
So I don't know. Do you like pranking?
I do, yeah.
I like a good clean prank.
I'm not good at it, but
No,
I
you're
like
not.
watching it. So, yeah.
Yeah. All right. I think that's good. If you're a prankster, be safe. If you're doing stupid shit, stop. That's it.
Exactly.
All right. That's our show.
All right. Bye, everybody.